About the weather here in the Bay and up in the Sierra because things are radically different than where we were this time last week.
How about that? Now, we still do have some avalanche danger, but the warning was allowed to expire at 7 o'clock this morning, but that doesn't mean we are out of the woods. Now, you see that orange area? That is about a 100-mile swath. That does encompass Castle Peak, which is just about 16 miles to the west of Truckee. You see that listed on your television screen right now or on your mobile device. And then all the way into the Kirkwood area. Now, let me explain what's happening. First thing, we had a lot of dry powder, up to 10 feet of dry powder that fell about 9,000 feet elevation in that orange highlighted area and that purple highlighted area there. That was dry snow, 10 feet of it on a very poor base. We had not seen any snow. It was a dry January. And those particular areas around the Truckee area, you have about a 30 to 35 degree steep slope. That can cause, with that dry powder and an unstable base, with human activity and gusty winds and all that feet of snow, avalanche. And it did. And we still have a lot of danger out there because now you got to toss in some rain on top of all of that. So that is the area we continue to monitor. Now, rain did encompass the entire Bay Area. It slid across to that Reno area, the greater Lake Tahoe area. Now, this is so different than what happened last week. We had a cold Arctic blast last week, but this is an atmospheric river. I know you feel the difference with the warmer air mass and even the muggy conditions. Well, that's what they're experiencing last night until the temperature dropped to the freezing point. Then they saw a combination of sleet and snow. But look at the numbers now. They're back into the 40s. So what happens when we start to see a warm up? You see snow melt. Now, tomorrow, Thursday, the record high temperature for the greater Lake Tahoe area, 60 degrees established back in 2020. I am forecasting a high temperature between 58 and 60. But the bottom line is that is mighty warm. The average high this time of the year in the greater Lake Tahoe area is 44. So we will definitely see that 10 feet of snow begin to melt at a rapid pace. Then on Friday, the record high is 58 degrees, forecasting 59 degrees. So what happens? Additional melting takes place. And look at those overnight lows. Besides tonight at 32 degrees, we're going to be above freezing in that area. So at this particular time, I actually wrote a article, Garcia, for our web about the potential of flooding and the tributary rivers around the greater Lake Tahoe area, plus anything that's down to lake level, which is about 6,200 feet. Tahoe Keys, those are the prone areas for flooding. So people that live in and around that area at this particular time, they're hustling. They're trying to clean out the drains because where is all of this water going to go? Right. And remember, it's cold water. Right. So people start thinking river rafting. Hey, the weather, look at it. It's so conducive to get out and about and the rivers are rising. It's a good flow. It's a fast flow. Right. And the water's extremely cold. Hypothermia can set in at any point. So that's what we're watching now in the greater Lake Tahoe area. And this will encompass the weekend as well. I don't see any snow in that forecast until potentially it's a long range forecast, maybe around the 11th, the 12th. So